Howdy, y'alls. My name's Dr. Edwards, and I'm your instructor this term. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm some stuffy professor that is out of touch with reality. I'm a real person just like you. I'm sure that many of you all have families, got kids. So do I. And yeah, no, actually, here you can see behind me. I have a small menagerie. Let's see here. Up there, there's a king snake up there, and in the big box underneath is a giant lizard. Um, and you'll learn more about me if you go and check out my contact info, top left side of your screen. I'm a bit of a critter nut. That's kind of my thing in anthropology. I actually study how people use their wildlife resources from prehistory all the way up to today. So I do cultural anthropology, I do biological anthropology, I do environmental anthropology, and applied. Yeah. So I am your primary resource. I am here to help you with whatever you need. And it's my promise to you that I'll do whatever I can to help you. All right. Never feel that you're alone. I'm only a click away. You can check out my contact information. My cell phone's posted, my email address, my Skype address. I am right there when you need me. So, having said that, and probably scaring you about my critters, well, let me introduce you to the rest of our class. Let's see here. Kind of scrolling through. You want to start, all right, with reading over all my announcements. I try to take the time to highlight key things every week. I send out a module announcement. Each week is a new module, and in that I will kind of outline key concepts, define key terms, give you examples. That's something you'll find out about me. I'm full of stories. All right. um, yeah, I'm pretty fortunate to have had a lot of field experience. I've lived all over the world. I've lived and worked with many different groups. Um, Most of my work, though, is in West Africa, particularly Mali. It's where I've spent 15 years off and on. And my particular bag is, as I said before, how people use their wildlife resources. But yeah, you can actually check out like one of my old research blogs and stuff under my contact info. But back to helping you get oriented for this course. Read over my announcements. All right. I include lots of juicy tidbits. I just wrote one all about some valuable resources for ethics and anthropology. I pulled together a bunch of websites for y'all and a PDF of statements of professional responsibility. You know, these are not required texts, all right? But you're going to get a lot more out of this class if you avail yourself of them. So, what else here? I also got some announcements out there about accessing your textbook. You want to do that as soon as possible because we dive in head first. All right. These are really short 8-week terms and they're intense. And you know, I'm more than happy to work with you because I understand scheduling and other life commitments. You know, family. You know, if you're working a job. Yeah, it's all a fine balance. But I just want to reassure you that I'm understanding of those things, and I don't hold those against my students. All right. Let's see here. Academic honesty and plagiarism. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's a big no-no. To put it simply, if you're in doubt, cite it. Can't be too cautious about it. I've actually had some of my research stolen and published and presented under somebody else's name. It's not fun. Yeah, take the time. I got a link there. Check out the College of Online and Continuing Education statement on academic honesty. All right. And yeah, you might be surprised. What you're like, oh, hey, I didn't realize that. check it out. We'll see here. Some valuable writing resources. What they never told you. Yeah, because this is an online environment, our written communication is key. And just kind of the way the world is, we have to be able to present ourselves and express ourselves through our writing. And there's all sorts of things with that. I want to be really clear. I'm not out to critique you about your writing voice, things like that. I've tried to gather some resources together that will help you. See here, I got a link to SNHU research guides. There's also, what's considered a credible source, right? Don't don't use Wikipedia or any common dictionary to define our key concepts or terms. Use our stuff, all right? Or an anthropology-specific dictionary or glossary. And they're out there, all right? Got to use APA-style citation for everything. Remember, if in doubt, cite it. It's got to be APA-style. It's a basic course requirement. I got an APA appendix there, so you can download that and keep it as a personal reference guide. It's got everything you need to know. And I also have links to SNHU's APA-style page. It's got pretty much the same information. One's a downloadable PDF, and the other's online. But they cover the same stuff. I got a link in there for citation management tools. I gotta admit, I'm not very familiar with them. I've tried using them in the past, and I'm kind of old school. I write them all out by hand. I've had issues with the ones that I've used, but who knows? You might have great luck with them. So I definitely got them there if you wanna play with them. Probably one of the greatest resources available to you in terms of writing is the Online Writing Center. Okay, now these folks are awesome. They will read your work, turn it around. They say 48 hours, but it's usually sooner than that. It's a great way to get your stuff proofread, have another critical set of eyes look it over. Don't think it is anything bad or negative. It's just a tool, and don't be afraid to use it if you need to. Let's see here. There's the late assignment policy. Pretty much, unless there are really outstanding, extenuating circumstances, I give you a week for any late work, and after that, no. And that's SNHU's standard policy, all right? And if it's a week late, I have to take 10% off. So there are ways to, because life happens and things get in the way, and I'm an understanding fella. A great way to help address any issues, right? If you know you're going to be late, if you know that, oh my gosh, my kid's really sick, or I gotta take my dog to the vet, or whatever. Just shoot me an email. Let me know. Communication is a great thing, right? Clues me in, I get clued into you. We're all understanding, and it's a meeting of the minds. So let's see here. I think I'm going to switch on over. I'm gonna flip screens here and show you where you can access some other things. So hold on here. Alrighty, so you should be able to see my screen now, and pointing over here to the kind of top left blue area. And this has got our main areas. Announcements, we're on the announcements page. Course information, click that, bring that up, all right. This has got your syllabus, very important, read it, right? It's got all the main points, right? All the expectations, all the assignments, all of it's right there. You also have a link here to the guidelines and rubrics. To make things easier, I'm gonna show you another way to get to those here in a minute. But here's also some more valuable resources for writing. Some of them are the same that I mentioned earlier. Some of them, actually no, all those are included in mine. We also have a link to Smart Thinking Online Tutoring. This is good stuff. If you're having trouble, let me be the first person to try to help you. Please, just contact me. Let me know what you need, and I'll bend over backwards to help you. We also have disability services here. If you have any concerns, need to get assessed, here's all the contact information. I'll do whatever I need to help accommodate your needs. I really believe that's really important in any education environment. There's also student services down here. Okay, moving on here. Actually, going into the learning modules. Okay, and this is pretty much how our course is structured. We got 8 weeks, 8 modules. Week 1, module 1. So let's go ahead and click that. And here it gives you a nice little overview. Like you got your basic description. You got your learning objectives. There's a nice little write-up of the module. Kind of touches on main concepts. I will say that I really address a lot of that in my weekly module announcements. So, but you'll probably want to look at both. I think that'd be a good idea. Your weekly reading assignments or anything else. Here it looks like you got 2 kind of chapters, pretty short. And a video to watch. Then you have a discussion, and if you click this, it'll take you right to the discussion board. All right. Let me pop back. Learning modules, module 1, and I was gonna. Sorry. There's also a journal entry. You just click this right here. It'll take you right to it, and it'll give you the prompt. You'll see it. So here, I'll show you. Boom! There you go. So here's the prompt. Read it over and answer it. I always suggest drafting responses before you post them. Always proof your work. Always cite your sources. Yeah. All right. Jump back. Module 1. Start working on a final project. All right. This is kind of an initial preview into it. Now, here's the last thing, and I'll give you more details each week about these things. So don't stress that. I'll give you lots and lots of guidance and insight. But what I was trying to say earlier about the rubrics and guidelines. This way, if you go into any module, at the bottom, you will have a direct link to the rubrics and guidelines for the assignments for that particular week. All right? It just brings it all together in a much easier format for you. All right? And there, you can look yours up. We use kind of the same discussion rubric for all discussions, various parts of the final project, milestone, and it's all listed right on out there for you. All right. Okay. Discussion board. This is where we do a lot of work. Because this is an online class, discussions are really important. I mean, that's kind of like the classroom aspect, where we get to talk to each other and share our ideas. And explore concepts, apply key terms. This is fun stuff. I love chatting with y'all in our discussions, and each week I will go in here for every discussion that we have. It looks like I only have a draft posted. Not done with it yet. Anyway. I always have an intro discussion post to help kind of get you oriented, to clue you in to key resources that you'll find of value. I'm still working on this one, so it's not done yet. Make sure to read the new one. If you have general questions, like, oh, hey, what's a good one? I don't understand this concept. this is a great place to share that, because by sharing it here, everyone else in the class will see it, all right? No judgment, all right? And I'll respond to you, and everyone can see the answer, and everyone benefits. It's a win-win. Uh, yeah, of course, you can always email me directly. You can call me. You can text me. We can set up Skype meetings, whatever you need. Uh, let's see, what else? Yeah. You see we have a discussion pretty much every week except our last. And each of them are very focused. We'll see here. You can read about me. Here I am. That's me doing my crazy field work with critters in West Africa. Yeah, I'll let you ask any questions. I don't want to babble about myself. But yeah, check it out. See who I am, what I'm into. And you might find that, oh, you're into that too. And I'd be happy to chat your ear off about it. So, oh yeah, let's see here. From your view, things look a little different, but you should see a link for the Grade Center, so you can see your scores and feedback. That's vitally important. You gotta read my feedback. I really put a lot of effort into it to try to help orient you, give you keen insights, highlight particular resources that you might find of value. Yeah. And of course, there's course tools, all sorts of things here. Need help with Blackboard? You know, you can explore that. So that's where I'll leave this, and just say it one more time. Don't hesitate if you got any questions. I am here to help you in whatever and any way that I can.